Packers. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man open, that's Harry. Takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. From the red zone now, Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Well, look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession to possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Devin McCourty brings him down. From the 39, Rodgers flush to his right. He'll try and run it. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's good. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Patriots have it. And a loose football. And the Patriots have it. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Again, there he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 34 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, he tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They're on the 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to look deep for Edelman. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, 61 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Some simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 43 yards. On 1st down, Rodgers. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. That's caught at the 3. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 4 yards out. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
At their own 30-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
From the gun, here's Newton. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, Newton. fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
And 10.
Second and 10. Newton again. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On fourth down, Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis, 47 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
He'll let it fly for Austin. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 7, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Jair Alexander.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
They will go for it. Now Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi there to make the grab. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Here's Newton. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. But it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a one-point lead. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl? Right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations, they thought he couldn't run it? No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
8 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for N'Keal Harry, incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Pulls it in at the 13. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, He was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
The evidence was right there.
From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They'll go again to Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Rodgers on third down. He's going to fire one deep up. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, 5, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 76 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this is secured by the Patriots. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Yeah, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
To the air again, Newton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On play action, Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dietrich Wise Jr., credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, the left side throw complete to Adams.
Rodgers pass.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
43.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Their own 19-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
After the sack on first down, Newton will get this underneath to Michel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
To throw is Newton. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Newton. Flushed out right. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. To throw again. Newton. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw on third down. Newton looking for White on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 15 now.
43.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to let, it's caught inside the 25. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
First down, Packers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers get a score closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Rodgers to throw once more. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now it's Newton. Going deep here for Edelman. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Newton to throw. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up. And ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job.